Let me say this now, all right? Because we're gonna stay with the Chiefs a little bit longer. Want to talk about Mahomes? All right, this is a quarterback that many view to be the greatest, right? The GOAT, the greatest of all time. There's some that say it's too early because he doesn't have the wins, the rings that Brady has. But as far as talent goes, it's pretty much unquestioned whether he is the best that we've ever seen lace him up at quarterback. Gary, I ask you this here. What do you think this Super Bowl win does for Mahomes' legacy?
Okay.
Now, it's easy to say, oh, it's gonna help it, but like how do you see this impacting conversations around Mahomes?
Okay. If Patrick Mahomes wins this Super Bowl, we're looking at 3 out of 4 Super Bowls for this man. I think at that point you're gonna start hearing the comparisons to Brady get a little louder. Because if we're looking at his stretch of time, Mahomes would have superseded the trajectory Brady had as well, just in terms of like the dominance in the era that he was in. To the other point, Brady went like 10 years without going to a Super Bowl, or winning one rather. Now, right now, I think questionably we have Tom Brady is the GOAT, like in terms of quarterbacks. Like I think, some people might say Joe Montana, but Tom Brady is I think for most part unquestionably the GOAT. So like he's the standard now. What we see Patrick Mahomes doing, if he wins this, it makes that conversation a little easier to have when you compare the two, because that's who he's really going to be compared to at this point in his career. Because there isn't anyone who's been able to correlate these careers like this. So if he gets this other win, I think you're going to start hearing a little louder that Patrick Mahomes has more claim to the one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. At least taking a large step towards it. It's not 7, but 3 and 4 out of 4 times in what, 5 years? That's nuts.
So and I just want a quick follow up for you. Are you saying that he has to win the same number of rings as Brady to surpass him?
I don't think he has to win the same numbers. I think he has to sustain his greatness over the time span. Because I think if Mahomes, say he gets 5 or 6, but he does it, but like through the next 4 years, and he's just continually for a decade plus winning championships in the manner how he wins it. I think people are gonna say they're gonna go ahead and say that because rings become arbitrary. Look, like Bill Russell has the most rings, but they're the reason why people say Jordan's the GOAT, being 6-0. They value how people win and in the span that they want him, the dominance that was exhibited. So like I think he has that ability given his trajectory right now.
Greg, what are you saying right here?
And the trajectory. Man is the greatest quarterback to ever step on a field. Calling it now, standing on my square.
Ooh, stand on business, dog.
Standing on my square.
So he's a
He,
GOAT.
yep, calling it from now.
Patty Mahomes before without just 2 Super Bowls. GOAT.
He's what he's done, what he's accomplished in a time frame no other quarterback has done. Crown him.
Since 2020, you have the Chiefs making 4 appearances, including this year, and they won 3 of them. The potential to win the 4th. So they beat San Francisco, they lose to the Bucks, then they beat the Bengals, beat the Eagles. I'm sorry, the
No, the Bengals was AFC
The Bengals.
championship.
Sorry, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. No, it's the Rams. It's the Rams. But they beat the Eagles in 2023, and now they're here in 2024. So 1, 2, 3, 4 appearances, 3 of the 4.
No, if he wins this,
If he wins, yes, it would be 3 of the 4. It's the potential, the potential.
yeah,
But
like his Hall of Fame track is if he wins this, I'm pretty sure he's destined for Ken, and he still has another 10 to 15 years left in
Yeah.
the league.
Yes, he's absolutely destined.
Yeah, I 100% I think he is. I think it's just a conversation of like, is he the greatest? Right? Like I think that's really where we're at because what he's done in this time frame is ridiculous, and we haven't seen it before, like you said.